Hey, thanks for joining me again for another video on Success by Design, your comprehensive planning guide for all types of enterprises. This video is going to cover company values. And before I jump in, I just want to remind you to jump on our website at successbydesign.biz to find the rest of your videos, as well as additional free worksheets to download. And you can also get your copy of any of the Success by Design series workbooks and books. So we have your comprehensive planning guide for all types of enterprises and the companion workbook. That's the series you're watching right now. We will also be publishing another book called Success by Design, Implementation and Accountability, which tells you how to extract the data and implement it into the day-to-day operations. And then last, we have a book called Success by Design, Steps to Starting, Managing, and Growing Your Enterprise, which is very informational. It's going to tell you all of the details on what you need to do in order to get your business started, start managing it, and start actually growing it. And that talks about like capital, all of the regulations, all of those things as well. So let's go ahead and jump into company values. So the last chapter we focused on was code of ethics. And company values is similar in the way that it's an expectation on how people should behave, think, and make decisions within the organization. The difference between your code of ethics and your company values are that your code of ethics are policies that you put in place that say you must act and behave this way, and it's used to go to those that framework to determine how to make decisions. When it comes to your company values, however, you are actually choosing values, core beliefs and values instilled within us through programming, through growing up, through environments, through different ways that help us to make decisions regardless of what the policy might or might not say. And so you really want to know your own core values for your company, because when you start bringing people in, this tells you that if they have the same core values as you or as you've set for the company, that when you are not in the room, when there is no policy, when things are not in front of them to make decisions, they are automatically going to make decisions that are in alignment with the core values in which you stand for and your company stands for. So it's very important that you clearly define these core values so that you're embedding them in different training, you're embedding them in different recruiting practices, that you're making sure that the people you recruit and bring onto your team, whether internally or your external team members, you need to make sure that they are also carrying those same core values, okay? So when it comes to the chapter, I go over a little information on why it's important to have those core values, but we also talk about how to identify your core values. And it's very likely that you're already living out a lot of your core values, but maybe you just need to write them down. And you need to write down the ones that you feel like are specific to your organization. All right, so let me turn here and go through this, because this is where you're going to get some more information by downloading the worksheets as well as getting your copy of the book. But what I do when I talk about it, your core values, it's another statement that you're going to make. So you have a vision statement, you have a mission statement, which we talk about in a future video as well, those two, but we also talk about your value statement. So these are your statements, okay? What you guys believe in is very, very important. So consider your priorities. So an example we give in the book to kind of determine what your personal core values are as an owner or the founder of this organization, you need to consider that you have a house. Inside of your house is your family, friends, family heirlooms, every asset you own, and anything else that is important to you. Now, suppose you learn that your house is on fire. What is the first thing you do? Do you call for help? Do you take the lead and delegate to others? Do you run and start grabbing things? Who or what do you save first? After you determine what you would do first, ask yourself the questions why and what do I value? You may have to drill down on this, okay? Some will take the lead and try to put the fire out. Maybe they value action, leadership, and safety. Some may call for help. Maybe they value teamwork, expertise, and delegation. Some may run and get their family out of the house first. Maybe they value family and relationships, okay? You may not need the scenario for you to determine what your values are, but you need to consider how you're currently making decisions. You know, what is leading you? Are you led by safety, security, or basic necessities? Are you driven by purpose and community? Do you value family over business? Do you value honesty and integrity? You can identify your core values based on the way you make decisions, okay? So here are some things to consider and questions to ask. And you really don't want more than maybe 3 to 5 core values for your company. Anything over that's excessive. You want the core. Like these are embedded in all the decisions that we make. So what values are unique to your organization? What values should guide the operations of your company? what conduct should our employees uphold, and what values do you want to be the moral compass for decision making. All right, give each of your core values a definition that you can train and teach others to make decisions on that are in the best interest of your company. And you can use the values table that I have in the Success by Design workbook to assist you with listing and defining those core values. And then I also give you examples of different types of core values. I'll read up a couple for you here. And I will also say that Delighted Coaching Incorporated, we had 3 core values. It was delight, commit, and trust. And delight was taking authentic pleasure and joy in other people and their projects and what they were doing. We had commitment. It was a relentless dedication to seeing things through to the end. And then we had trust, trusting that we had unwavering integrity and character to uphold the standards we set forth. So those were core values that we believed in, that we operated in, that everything we did aligned with, and anybody we brought on our team also had and held as well. So some examples that I list off in here, and this again is not an exhaustive list. You can easily go Google different values, and you can even, I'm sure there's a ton of different stuff out there that may even give you a quiz so that you can find out what your core values are. But this is a way for you to develop it out. But you want to make sure, regardless how you find it out or what you do, you pick 3 to 5, get them listed in your business plan, and define what they actually mean for your organization. Okay? Honesty, integrity, trust, accountability, fiscal responsibility, social responsibility, continued education, diversity, perseverance, enthusiasm, community, sustainability, social value, all of those and so many more are different core values that you need to identify what works for you and your organization. So go ahead and get on successbydesign.biz to get the free worksheets to help you to write out your core values and define those. Make sure you get those in your business plan. And if you look to further videos, you can learn a little bit more about the different statements, such as your mission statement, vision statement, and how we're going to put all this together into one cohesive business plan. So successbydesign.biz, get your free worksheets, get your copies of your book, Success by Design, your comprehensive planning guide for all types of enterprises, as well as the companion workbook to get you going to write your own business plan or enterprise plan if you're a nonprofit. All of this still applies. You can find all of our handles on our website as well, for our YouTube channel, as well as for our Facebook page and any other resources that are accessible at this time. Thank you so much, and let me know if you have any questions.